Social media is great. It connects you to the world and the people you love. You can chat with your family or share a meal with friends and watch cute little cats do unbelievable things.
Look, she sticks her head out of the box.
Look, she sticks her head out of the box. But there are times when social media can get in the way of the real world. Remember that? It's the thing that happens when you run out of battery. That's why we've developed the Social Media Guard. It takes the social out of media and puts it back into your life. Let's see how it works. The Social Media Guard.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good. So can you tell us a little bit more about the Rain and what it is?
I definitely can. It's actually the first activity tracker that really gives you more meaningful information, sparks the active in you, and gives you recommendations forward-looking to help you get more fit over time. It's the first activity tracker that will recognize different sports, be it walking, running, biking, and swimming. So it's fully waterproof, really soft, comfortable band, 8 different sizes, 3 different colors, shipping in May of 2014 for $199.
And is that an indicator or display or readout?
Yep, there will be 12 LED lights that indicate time and a few other functions, but most of the information is going to come from the app. It's available on iOS and Android. Here's your activity screen. It gives you a detailed timeline of your day by activity, detailed information right there, including steps, calories, duration, and distance for swimming, biking, like I said. The next screen is sleep. So not only does it know how much sleep you got last night and when you fell asleep, but it also will tell you how much sleep you need tonight. And that's what we really do, is give you more information looking forward.
Does it give you an indication of quality of sleep, or just...
It does. Right here, this is how much you were tossing and turning throughout the night. You were a little bit restless in the night right there. And then the last screen is Go Zone. And Go Zone is what really sets Rain apart from other fitness activity trackers because you place your finger on the sensor right here for 2 minutes each morning. And that will give you your Go score. That tells you how fatigued you are or how ready you are to be active. Because sometimes you wake up, you feel tired, but your body is actually wanting to be active, but you're just kind of lazy, you know.
But you don't know that your body is wanting to be active?
Right, yeah, you don't. Your mind is stopping you from what your body can really achieve.
Okay, maybe that's what happened this morning. Or maybe it's just because it's CES teaching. Yeah. Great. So is there a social aspect to this at all? Like, can you compare with friends? Is there leaderboards or anything? Or?
No, because really what we're going after is competing with yourself.
Okay.
What's really most meaningful is becoming more fit, your best self, not beating your friend. Sometimes you can overtrain, and that gamification really gets in the way of like the true meaning of getting more fit for your own body.
For sure. And what about the data? Are you guys going to keep that in your own app? Or are you going to make that available to developers? Or?
At this point, it's not available for developers.
Okay. Great, and that's May
2014.
$199. When can the pre-orders start?
Sign up for email notifications on jaybirdsport.com for more information up until then.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So MC10 is working on commercializing a technology that takes computer chips out of rigid, boxy packages and instead allows them to be soft and conformal to the human body so that they can stretch and twist and move with the body for biometric monitoring on the skin or even for going inside the body on minimally invasive or implantable medical devices.
And you've got an example there.
Yeah, this is something we call the biostamp. So it's a very thin sensing sticker, if you will. It can measure, depending on where you put it on your chest, you can measure heart rate, or EKG. You can put it on your forehead and measure signals from the brain. You can look at muscle activation, temperature, motion, and strain. It's got some wireless communication capability to upload that to a smartphone.
Okay, now at Davos, you're on a panel with London Mayor Boris Johnson about active lifestyles. Can you tell us what's a bit of a sneak preview about what you're going to be talking about there?
Sure. Some of the same themes, right? In order for people to be healthy and well, they need to be active. And today there are a lot of, as cities have developed, as suburbs developed, and we drive from point A to point B, there's just a lot less activity in the course of a normal day. One way to help address that, you can't improve what you can't measure. So if you can instead have body measurement that happens in an innocuous way, you can then start to measure and track things and work on improving them.
So when you get on one of Boris's bikes in London, we're going to get one of these little stickers on us, are we?
Well, that's the idea. I mean, the idea is that in order to have behavior change, you need continuous and immediate feedback. And it's difficult, if you just step on a scale once a week or once a month, to be thinking about how active you are as you go about your daily life.
Okay, so one of the other things you're here to talk about is how consumer media companies reach.
Having technology on you, around you, inside you 24/7 is going to be totally commonplace.
We're looking for new technologies and new ways of knowing ourselves.
I'm a strong believer that garments can do the same thing our actual skin does.
You just have a little awareness of what's going on in the cyber side of you. It's hard to know where it'll all go, but it's certainly going to be an interesting journey. Wearable technology is just augmenting your awareness of things without getting in the way. We explored the whole idea of wearable technology back in the early 90s, and Thad Starner was one of my students. He's the one that went on to produce Google Glass. What we found is that why should you disrupt social interactions when you could just have ambient awareness of it? Consider the history of the pocket watch. Originally, watches were just these things that you had on the wall or the big clock tower, and then people began making them small and putting them in their pocket. That idea spread, and that's how the wristwatch was born. It was nice to just have this awareness. And that's the idea behind things like Google Glass. It's not something that disrupts the social interaction, but these things can add a little to it, right? They can annotate it, they can augment it. Really, it's a very social technology.
I'm very excited to see the design community coming to healthcare and building better devices, better sensors, things which people would want to wear. Being able to track or sense or measure, we can start to look at actual numbers about the current state of our body. I'm going to use a sleep example. I had suspected that I was getting interrupted at nighttime, and so I purchased a headband that you wear and it measures brain activity. And come to find out, I was waking up 4 or 5 times at night, and it was taking on average about 20 to 30 minutes for me to go back to sleep. I concluded that I was losing about 2 hours of sleep a night, and really made a discovery. I lived in a very commercial neighborhood, and the noise of removing trash at night was waking me up, so I moved. What we're particularly interested in is the intervention part. How can we then take the data that these sensors and these devices are giving us and then act upon it?
We're really interested in moving the DIY wearables movement forward. Being able to make something yourself is very empowering. So I'll make a project and a project video and tutorial every single week using conductive fabric, conductive thread, and provide you with a sample project with source code to get viewers out there able to make these things themselves. One of the projects we made is a light-up necktie with multicolored LEDs along the line of it and a little microphone at the top. And when you talk or when there's music playing, it acts kind of like a little volume meter. But there's also very practical things. We made a sewable GPS unit that you can put into a jacket and have your jacket either help you find your way to your destination, alert you when you're there. Also made a backpack that has LED turn signals and brake lights for your motorcycle. Recently we did a tutorial about making a big old ribbon hair bow. It's just 2 LEDs and a battery. I like doing simple projects like that can get, especially little girls, really interested in making their own electronics. Without open source hardware, people wouldn't be able to freely take other people's resources and learn from them and then investigate and create their own new extensions or modifications. If you're gonna wear something that's encrusted in LEDs, wouldn't you love to be able to say, yeah, and I made this, instead of, yeah, I bought it for however many thousands of dollars.
I'm a very, very strong believer that garments can do more. We can do many things.
The more that we instrument our body, the more that we can know about this complex machine that we have, the better we will be.
Wearable tech from where I come from is very different. Instead of just buy, want the thing with the newest features, you're dreaming up those features yourself and you're thinking about how you can make them a reality.
Really, the whole society is made up of humans and computers interacting with each other. That's cyborg, I'm sorry.